bro is literally just having piles of cash, bro. Just piles. So what the is in the bank? What's going towards the properties? What's going towards some that's gonna build equity? You feel me? Like, you just got money just to say, yo, I got money. And then look at him. He just burned through all of that. We can learn from Floyd Mayweather Jr. by Antonio Talks. Word on the street is that Floyd Money Mayweather is broke, gang. That nigga is broke. Mr. Floyd Money Mayweather broke. That don't even sound right, gang. The same man who literally every time he was in a conversation, it was, I got this much, bruh. Damn. Let's see what happened, bruh.
So reportedly, Floyd Money Mayweather Jr. is going broke. Now, this is an individual who flaunts his money on a regular. We see him living this lavish lifestyle, having a mansion here, a mansion there, a private jet here, a private jet there. In my opinion, it's not surprising that he is going broke. It was probably inevitable. Now, I want to discuss Floyd today because he is symbolic of a huge problem we have within the black community. I'm not sure exactly, but buying power of black Americans specifically is so high, yet it's disproportionate to the amount of things we own. We don't have many black-owned schools, black-owned hospitals, and, you know, pretty much other things that are necessary.
And that's crazy. Bro, I gotta stop starting shit off like that with the that's crazy. I gotta find new vocabulary. I was gonna say though, I seen posts of a lot of schools since the Michael Jackson movie has come out, of like schools doing like performances basically honoring him. And not even him, like I seen one earlier today. It was like one doing Jackie Robinson. If you don't know, that's the first black baseball player. And I just thought that was so cool. And of course, all of the kids were black, but that is something you would probably only see in like majority black schools. But I feel like we just should start seeing more shit like that in schools, though. Yeah.
For the black community to truly.
Oh, and I feel like that's possible if we could have more black-owned schools and shit like that. Like, we should be celebrating more like black excellence in schools. And I feel like the ones that do it now, because I technically went to one that was supposed to do that, it didn't. It didn't, honestly.
Thrive. So it's just distasteful that I do see a lot of black people with money, and it surprises me how none of these brothers or sisters can come together and, you know, establish something that is really of value. In the back of my mind, it makes me think like, damn, do these people really even have money? Not to get all conspiracy theorists, but it's like, think about it, y'all. We have all of these black millionaires, so-called millionaires, but it's not really showing as it's supposed to. And this gets into how black people in America, we used to be community driven. We used to be community based. We used to see ourselves as a community instead of individuals. But I tell y'all, man, this was the strategy all along. Richard Nixon literally had a whole campaign to promote black capitalism instead of community-based things. So right here we have the national response to Richard Nixon's black capitalism initiative. Richard Nixon viewed an uncontrolled black power movement as a major threat to the internal security of the United States during the late 1960s and early 1970s. To address this situation, Nixon developed his Black Capitalism Initiative. The Nixon presidency offered African Americans the notion of black capitalism as an incentive to move away from the notion of burn, baby, burn. The evidence suggests that although Nixon did not achieve his institutional goals related to black capitalism, did indeed achieve his larger ideological goal of subverting African American radicalism. So this is why in 2026 we have.
He's basically saying that Richard Nixon set in motion a plan to change black people from investing in their communities. That's what it sounds like. It's basically to prevent black people from investing back in their communities, and more so influencing them into only buying based on themselves. Like, all of their money is going back into them, basically. Buying only for profit. That's the way I'm hearing it. Like, buying for oneself, not investing back in the community. And I mean, that makes sense, because look what they did to Black Wall Street, bro. Look at what was it? Was it Tulsa? Oh yeah, that is Tulsa. Okay. Yeah, Black Wall Street was Tulsa. Okay. But yeah, look what they did to that, bro.
All of these
I ain't gonna lie, the goal is definitely achieved, bro. Cause like, I mean, I feel like we are starting to see a bit bigger shift of it now, of like more black people talking about owning businesses and investing in shit. And I'm proud to see that. Like, it makes me happy to see that, especially the fact that it's like more so younger people that's starting to like promote it, especially like rappers and shit like that. But don't get me wrong, it's still the niggas out there that fucking promote the capitalism, the money, the cars, all of that shit. Not like, you know what I'm saying? Just not investing back in the community. And not saying that like you have to, but I mean, would be nice, bro.
Rich capitalists, Floyd Mayweathers, the Jay-Z's. And don't get it twisted, right? Not all black people are struggling. There is a big chunk of black America that is in the middle class. But what you have to understand about this capitalist system, for it to function correctly, there always has to be a lower class of people. And 9 times out of 10, with the cards that the black community has been dealt in America, we gonna sit in that lower class. So a lot of people have the theory that capitalism and black rich people are going to save the community, when it could be farther from the truth. We see this time and time again. When these black people get money, when they get to the million club and these $100 million club and the billion club, a lot of black people don't benefit from it. And obviously these people don't.
Bro, you know what that makes me think about is Atlanta, bro. Because I remember back when Keith Lee was doing his restaurant tour, like around the country, and he got to Atlanta, them niggas was just like rude as shit, bro. Y'all got another black influencer coming in there to help y'all out, promote y'all to the community. They just so focused on like, oh, we only do this, that costs this much. But that doesn't have to do with the point I had to make though. It's like the black restaurants, the black owned restaurants and businesses in Atlanta are like known for like being overpriced, being bougie as hell, pricing people out, like having horrible customer service. And it's crazy because y'all supposed to be getting all this money and opening up all these businesses, and y'all making people not even want to fucking buy into it or promote it or whatever, bro. Like, I don't got nothing wrong with supporting a black business, but I'm not about to sit there and go eat chicken and waffles that cost $30. Like, what, bro? It's dead, gang.
Have an obligation to do anything. But this is the problem. People like Richard Nixon wanted them to have that mindset, that individual instead of community-based mindset. Oh, I made it. They could do the same thing as me. Instead, we could pull together our resources and make life comfortable for a lot of folks. But yeah. I'm just yapping. What do I know?
That's 700,000. That's 700,000. That's 700,000 right there. You know, and with this, we make, you know, it's 300,000. That's $1 million. The last time I checked, it's still right there. Hold on, let me get.
100 million.
Man, it's still right there. I still got it. Still got 100 million. I ain't never.
Just thinking about the wealth gap, y'all. You got a person, you know, and big shout out for Floyd. You know, he's a great fighter. He worked his ass off to get that money. But it's just so crazy to see that wealth gap. A person making $100 million, but it's a fast food worker slaving their ass off, working these hours just to make what, $100 in that day? Not even that sometimes.
That's just for the record. Damn.
The watch cost me a little bit over $1 million. This chain cost me $3 million. 3 carats each. Wow. Then I got paperwork for each stone.
Really? And this is my rule when it comes to purchase material things. You can have a nice chain, you can have you a nice watch, but the catch is you gotta have something 2 times of value of this, right? You need to have a property that is $500,000 too. If you bought a $500,000 watch, you better have 2 properties worth that amount. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, bro, as black.
Yeah, I remember back when Corday, the rapper, he was talking about, or somebody had asked him why he doesn't have a chain, or he wanted to get a Cuban or something, and he asked his accountant, and she broke it down to him that basically, if you want a $200,000 Cuban, you have to have, I think, at least 10 times that amount in order to be able to even afford it. And that always stuck with me because, like, you see a lot of these niggas, like, I don't even know if that's accurate, honestly. I'm just going based off of memory, but you see a lot of these people, as soon as they get some money, first thing they do, fucking buy expensive ass car, or they go fucking buy some fucking jewelry. Some jewelry that's gonna depreciate, not like gold or some shit. They'll get fucking diamonds or some shit that ain't gonna be worth nothing if you resell it. And they'll get a shitty ass fucking, like, a Mercedes. Like, not that Mercedes is shitty, but like, it's some shit that depreciates in value, you feel me? And then they'll just buy it outright. Like, they won't even sit there and get like a lease or nothing. Like, it's just like just burning through money. And that's exactly what the fuck he did, bro. That's exactly what Floyd did, bro. Like, if you look at the videos, bro, like, bro is literally just having piles of cash, bro. Just piles. So what the fuck is in the bank, my nigga? What's going towards the properties? What's going towards some shit that's going to build equity? You feel me? Like, you just got money just to say, yo, I got money. And then look at him. He just burned through all of that shit, bro. Like, I never thought anybody can blow $1 billion, bro. Because that's what he was. He was a billionaire. This nigga literally sat there and blew $1 billion, bro. Crazy.
folks, we can make anything look cool. We can go to the thrift store, throw some shit on, it's fire as hell. With jewelry, we don't even need all these diamonds and all of this, you know, things. Copper look good as fuck on us. Gold looks great on us. Just get you a little link, a little gold link, nice little bracelet, nice little watch, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to, especially.
And speaking on the gold shit, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Gold been getting expensive too, though. But that's why you should buy it, bro. It's a good investment. That's an investment. You feel me?
Especially if we don't have it. And Floyd, like I stated, brother, you coulda, you know, put down on the hospital, put down on the school. You gonna make your money back on top of helping out your community. It's a win-win.
Yes.
All of these damn watches, bro.
So what we got today, Philippe anniversary edition. Bust that down, had to disrespect that watch. Love it. AP Tourbillon Movement, limited edition. Had to bust that down. ლიʀᴜ did that for me.
I had originally watched the video of DC the Don, of Young Don the Sauce God originally reacting to another video where they basically was breaking everything down about this. He pointed out the fact that most people would see some shit like that and not even know how much it costs, bro. So what the fuck is the point? Like, honestly, that isn't, like, I'm not a watchable, like, I like jewelry, but most of my jewelry is literally just, like, silver, and I buy for the design and the art of it, not the fuck how much it costs. Like, the only thing I make sure is that it's actually real silver, because I'm not trying to have, like, breakouts and shit. But other than that, that's what I like, that's what I get, you feel me? Bro, this nigga would have never even batted an eye at some shit like this if he did not have that money, bro. But guess what? He brought 12 of them, bro. I'm telling you. Like, what is the point, bro? You only got you only got 2 wrists. What the fuck do you need 12 bust down watches for, bro? Just to say you got them? All right, you got them, and guess what? You can't resell them now that you broke, because you depreciated the value for fucking putting diamonds all over them. It probably would have been worse than if you just kept it the same. An investment. Like, it don't make sense, bro.
As you guys can see right here, ლიʀᴜ down the line.
Floyd Mayweather says he reportedly got cleaned out to the tune of $175 million.
What?
Claiming a former close associate ran a year-long scheme that allegedly drained his bank accounts, hijacked real estate deals, pawned off his jewelry, and even made his private jets disappear.
Damn.
According to TMZ, Floyd says roughly $100 million worth of bling has handed over to a Miami jeweler for only $13 million in return. And
We was just talking about that. He had $100 million worth of jewelry. Now it's $13 million. We have to stop getting scammed by these jewelers.
a huge chunk of the collection is still
Going, and even back to what I was talking about, the video that DC, why do I keep saying DC? That Young Don was watching. It was a boy in there. He was saying, yo, Floyd is retarded, basically, because them jewelers or jewelers or watch sellers, whatever the fuck, they can literally just go in there and show you some bullshit and tell you it costs that much. And for somebody that's like Floyd, not that educated, like financially or just like academically, he's gonna just believe that shit, bro. They say, yo, I bought this shit for fucking 10 mil, bro. And guess what? It's not, bro. It's not. And jewelers definitely do be making off on niggas, bro. They be getting off. Like, I think chains, and especially the shits with all the diamonds, unless you just got it like that to where you could just buy that shit and there's nothing, like you already got your investments put up and all that, like you're making money back after you just bought it, then there's no point in having that shit, bro. $100 million in jewelry to be sold off for 13 mil, bro. I bet you that's not even going to cover all his bills the way he be spending bread.
still sitting with the dealer. Floyd also says he unknowingly signed paperwork transferring ownership of his Gulfstream jet with a buyer section left blank, and says he still doesn't know where the aircraft money went. Floyd also reportedly has been ordered to pay more than $1 million in child support after a Nevada judge ruled the retired boxer fathered a 4-year-old girl born to a former dancer at his Las Vegas strip club. He also faced a reported $7.3 million IRS lien. Ocho, with the lavish lifestyle that Floyd has built over the years, the jet entourage nonstop spending, has he created a lifestyle that when he was making $200-400 million a year, he was able to enjoy? Has he created something that he can no longer keep up with?
Yeah, I think so, because if you think about Floyd obviously having to maintain the image of being Money Mayweather Joe, being at one point, being at Top's highest paid Forbes, top highest paid athlete at one point. The lifestyle that he did live, you understood once you stopped fighting, once you retired, regardless.
Bro, and it's crazy because that's the same mistakes all athletes make, bro. Like, I remember Shaq, like, broke that shit down about how he went broke. And now, that's why you see him in everything. Because he does everything. He keeps the money coming in. You'll see him in the commercial there for that, for this, for that. Like, he's constantly inflowing money, bro, because he understands that if he wants to be able to live like that, he has to constantly keep money coming in. A lot of them ball players, boxers, athletes, all that, once they don't make no investments when they're in the leagues, they don't buy no properties for real, or they just buy a bunch of dumbass properties that nobody is going to buy or they're not going to make any money off of. And by the time they're no longer playing and they just sitting around and they in their glory years or their golden years, like, they can't afford shit, bro. Because where's the money coming from to keep spending $100 million a year on maintaining different properties, cars, flying out your 20 people all in first class on your private jet? Like, where is that coming from, bro? Bro been retired for what, not even 10 years, and you telling me you're broke? Honestly, like I was saying earlier about how, like, people now are starting to talk more about investments and shit like that. I think this is the reason why the generation before us just fucks up, and we're starting to learn from it, bro. Because that's all this is just a learning lesson, bro. Like, that shit is possible. You can go broke for after having $1 billion, bro. And that's how, bro.
What investments you made there are no investments in this world, I don't care who you are, Uncle Joe, that you can make that can still accumulate that type of revenue that the sport that you play can. It's not that many. You got to hit, you got to get in good and hit it when it's hot, and it happens very seldom. It happens very seldom. So I hate this. I hate this for you, my young bull, man. I hate this for my young bull, Floyd. Hopefully this situation gets rectified, especially when it comes to having people around you, having other people in control of your finances. That's a no-no, Unc. Joe, that's a no-no.
Now let's talk about the whole thing of Floyd getting scammed. I'm not gonna say it's karma, but it was one of his, I believe, Jewish Zionist type of friends. And this actually feeds into what put me off of Floyd Mayweather. I saw this last year. Let's watch the clip together. So this video right here, y'all, is pretty long, but it's basically him at some Republican Jewish coalition. Listen to what he say, because this coalition, I never heard him speak like this for the black community. But he up here in front of, a bunch of white Jewish men tap dancing his black ass off.
And like I said before, I'm not with you guys 10%, 50%. I will always be the voice for the people in Israel. I will always stand behind the country of Israel, the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather in Israel. I will always be here for you guys when you guys don't have a voice.
What was he saying when the protest was going on, bro? What about the voice for your people, my nigga? I mean, it's not really much more that I can say that Antonio hasn't said. Oh, and he just said, apparently this is the people he got scammed by, so let's see how that happened.
When they don't have a voice, my nigga, all right, yeah. So ever since I saw this clip right here, Floyd, it put me off of him. And this is what I mean with these, black capitalists, black rich people. Once they get that money, once they get to the top, they're parallel to the white rich as well. This is why I try to tell you guys that it's always, the bottom line is a rich versus poor thing. They use racism to blind people from the unjust ways that they are doing, right? White people get fucked over by this system, and they're realizing it in 2026. And we've been trying to tell y'all this shit over and over, and they see a lot of black people getting rich and kind of going into the system, so now they want to go against it. Well, we've been telling y'all this, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, man, Floyd that was just clown activity. And it turns out the same people he was preaching for scammed his ass out of money.
Breaking news, Floyd Mayweather is in big trouble with his money again. The undefeated boxing champ just filed a lawsuit saying he got scammed out of $175 million by some guys he trusted, including his close friend, Jonah Recknix, and a few others tied to shady deals.
Yes, this is the same dude he was talking about in that clip. I didn't show it before, but he was talking about Jonah. Like, at the beginning, he was like, shout out to Jonah, this and that. And this nigga fucked him.
Into the lawsuit. By the way, TMZ is reporting all this. They tricked him with fake investments, stole cash from wire transfers, lowballed him on $100 million worth of jewelry. He only got back like $13 million, and even made his private jet and other stuff disappear without telling him. But here's the simple news version. Floyd handed over control of his cash and deals to these guys, and now he claims they ripped him off big.
Because he wasn't financially literate, because he wasn't taking into account like the fact that he can't just trust anybody because they have money or they appear to have money. Like, they saw an easy lick, honestly. They saw an easy ass lick, bro. An unintelligent boxer who just burns through cash, easy fucking lick, bro.
He wants every penny back plus extra punishment money. But here's the funny part, and yes, we are laughing hard at this one.
Yeah, you got
Floyd spent years selling out hard for Israel. He visited the country, bragged about standing with them 100%, donated big money and supplies to their causes, including bulletproof vests and water, and even picked up awards like World Champion for Israel. He got super cozy with the same circle of guys who have strong ties to Israel. And what happened? The very people he was hyping up and supporting allegedly turned around and took him for $175 million. Classic clown move. You sold out for Israel, and they cleaned out your pockets.
Literally.
Floyd, the money man, got played.
Like, I can't even like feel bad for him now, knowing all of this shit. I mean, what you gonna do about it, bruh? Good luck. The fuck, there's nothing you can do. The money's gone, and like he's filing a lawsuit. I'm pretty sure that he's not gonna win shit. If anything, he might get a couple of dollars, or he'll find out where the jet is, or. But he ain't getting 175 million. I'm telling you that right now. Not from no fucking like. He's not naming. I mean, I guess people, because he said his manager, his money manager, like. Okay.
Like a rookie.
Like, why not go to a black account? Not saying that it makes a difference, but like, you telling me out of all them years of you being the champion, whenever you never, or you ain't never put nobody in your life through school that you trusted, so they, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go out there and, oh, these guys, they know how to make you money. Like, come on, bro. Fucking clown, bro.
Tough luck, champ. Maybe next time, read the fine print before you pick a team. This is nothing but laughable, and you deserve it.
This is the man that scammed Mayweather. Yeah, Floyd Mayweather. Out of $175 million. So Mayweather made him manager of boxing investments, banking, real estate. Even though in 2016, he pleaded guilty when he had to do 10 months in order to pay back $10 million. We had a hedge fund that lost $19 million. They lost MRP Union. Mayweather in the lawsuit said he hid his criminal past, including that $17 million judgment against him. All right, let's get into details how he scammed Mayweather. He wired himself $7.5 million. One of Mayweather's companies to a Florida LLC owned by his pal. A year later, he brought $100 million of Mayweather's jewelry to a pair of Miami dealers, using it as collateral for a $13 million loan. So pretty much a loan on all his jewelry. And he never paid. And the jewelries were him. Mayweather, like, you're going to start liquidating your jewelry. Also, another 15 to his friend in Florida. And he sold his private jet and never gave Mayweather the money. They don't even know who he sold it to. Ain't no way all that happened and nobody in your team was alerted.
That's what
you
I'm
didn't see
saying,
any red
bro.
flags or background check.
He was tap dancing for Jonah, though. Y'all gotta watch that full Israel interview. I'll probably put it in the description, but he was just tap dancing his ass off for Jonah, and Jonah fucked him over. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back and let y'all watch it.
Jonah.
Here we go, Jonah.
When I first met Jonah, I never knew where our relationship would end up. But you have always been a stand-up person, a great guy, a great friend, and a brother that can never be replaced.
Jonah snaked you, my boy. At the end of the day, man, I never want to see a brother fall down. Hopefully he can learn from this situation and see that a lot of these people ain't down for you as they claim. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If y'all want to see something similar to this, go check out rappers breaking down systemic racism.
Video by the boy Antonio. Yeah, bro. I mean, shit, Floyd broke. I see how it happened. Being dumb, burning bread, trusting the wrong people, trusting Israel. Like, and I just know that somebody introduced him to him. It was like, yo, or he just had the thought. He was like, yo, Jewish people are good with money. On some low-key racist shit. It's whatever, honestly. But W video.
Get him going, coughing up the slug.